All right, so Game of the Year 2024 nominees were just revealed and people are pissed. I'm pissed. The nominees this year for some of these categories are fucking stupid, and I'm gonna talk about it, right? Because it really makes you think, like, who are even the people that are nominating these games, bro? Because clearly they don't play these games or know anything about these games that they're nominating. So I'm just gonna go through some of these categories. I'll go through them quick, but I got stuff to say. Starting off, best esports game of the year. Literally, who cares? It's literally the same games every year, dude. Valorant, League, Dota, Counter-Strike, like, it's all the same. This one I thought was kind of funny. Literally, who, queso. Doesn't seem like a very fair battle, but we'll just go with it. Most anticipated game, alright, not bad picks. Probably gonna go to GTA 6 or Death Stranding 2, let's be real. Best adaptation, I don't really care about any of these, but it's probably gonna go to Arcane, let's just be honest. Best multiplayer, once again, I don't really hate these picks. Helldivers 2 was popping off when it came out, and then now the people who still play it say that it sucks, so I can't really speak for this one being on here, but all the others, whatever, Mario Party, whatever, I don't really care. It's a decent list. I'll give it up. Best sports / racing, such a boring category, but it's probably just going to go to FIFA because FIFA heads are insane. I hope badminton wins, that'd be pretty funny, but the rest of this list, I don't really care. Best sim / strategy, once again, maybe I'm out of touch, but I don't really know any of these games. It's probably going to go to Age of Mythology, that's the only one I've really heard of. You can crucify me in the comments, I don't know any of these games, but we're not here for this category because there are plenty of worse categories coming up. Best family, probably going to go to Astrobot. You'll see here coming soon, they seem to put Astrobot just on every category, but I'm assuming it's either going to go to this one or maybe the new Mario Party game. I wouldn't be surprised with Zelda either, but it's probably going to Astrobot. Best fighting. Okay, now we're starting to get into some of these bad nominees. Now I feel like this, I have quite a say in, considering this whole channel is all about fighting games. Dragon Ball Sparking, whatever, I could see it, you know, people like fighting their friends in it, it's new, it's hot, it's Dragon Ball, it's bound to be up here, right? It was highly anticipated. Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, this game didn't even come out this year, pretty sure it came out December of last year, but it was after the Game Awards, so being on this list, I can see it. MVC Collection. Now granted, this was a great collection, everyone wanted all these games to be able to be more available on modern day consoles. But once again, it's a collection of retro games that are over 20 years old, going on 30 for most of them. Multiverses. Now this is where I'm starting to get a little annoyed. Didn't this game win an award last year when it was in beta? But this game was in beta for a long time, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was nominated for the same category and won. The reason this is stupid is why didn't we see Street Fighter 6 or Tekken 8 when they were in beta? Because they were pretty well received when they were in beta, but they gave it into Multiverses. Did they think it was never going to become a full game because it was in beta for fucking like a whole year? Whatever, man. Whatever. I don't know why they would give this a chance to win again when it literally won the first time in beta, but whatever. Whatever. I pray it goes to Tekken 8, but this is a little stupid. Best RPG. This category makes my blood burn. What does RPG stand for? Role-playing game. Am I wrong about that? Doesn't stand for role-playing DLC. No, I'm sorry, dude. But I love From Software. I understand Elden Ring was widely received and loved. All of From Software's games have been great. But bruh, it's a DLC. Granted, there are some categories I could see a DLC being in, but it's not a role-playing game. It's Elden Ring, the DLC. It's like, I don't know if they just couldn't think of anything else or if they just were that confused that they thought it was Elden Ring 2 or something. But this shouldn't be on this list in my opinion. Neither should Dragon's Dog Shit 2. Wasn't this game like riddled with bugs when it came out? And the devs were just completely brain dead? Whatever, I'm not gonna get into it. The Final Fantasy, Metaphor, and Like a Dragon. Probably the only reasonable things on this list. Best Action Adventure. First of all, we don't have to fucking hide it. Star Wars Outlaws sucked. All I've heard from anybody who actually played it says that it sucked. Okay? I'm sorry if you like the game, but just from what I've heard from people who played it, they didn't really like this game. Now, this is Best Action Adventure. Would I call Silent Hill 2 an action adventure? Not really. I could see it maybe being like an action game, but adventure? Not exactly. Game's kind of depressing. You're not really going on an adventure, but whatever. Legend of Zelda, Prince of Persia I heard was cool, and then of course we see Astrobot here again. I'm most irked about Outlaws being on here, and it not making any sense, Silent Hill 2 being on here, but whatever. Best Action Game. Now, based on their logic, if we go over to the other category, this is Best Action Adventure, and this is Best Action. So I think we can safely assume that the majority of these games are meant to be adventure games, which proves my point about Silent Hill 2 probably not deserving to be on this list. So why the fuck isn't it on the best action game list then? Because it doesn't focus primarily on combat? That's the only reason I could think, but whatever. We got Helldivers 2 on here, even though people haven't talked about it since it came out. The rest of the games, whatever, I could see it. Black Ops being on there, whatever. I'll give this one a pass. Best VR/AR, I don't really care about any of these. I'm mad that the new Batman Arkham game was a VR game, but this category, I don't really care. Best mobile game. Once again, I'm not a mobile gamer, so I've heard things about Balatro. Maybe people like this game a lot, so it's probably gonna go to this one, but the rest of these games, dude, I don't really know any of these. I've heard of AFK Journey and I know Pokemon, but I'm not a mobile gamer. I'm sorry, I can't really give much more insight. Best debut indie game. Well, we got Balatro here again. Now, once again, I'm sorry, but I haven't heard of like any of these titles. Now, call me crazy, but I feel like indie games come out all the time, and we see indie games all the time. These games I have never heard of, and I feel like I play a lot of games, so I feel like I should recognize more on this list, but maybe I'm the one at fault. Sure, I'll take the L on this one, I guess. Give it to Balatro. Best independent game. All right, well, we got Balatro again. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in the game mode outside from traditional publisher system. Balatro's here again, and once again, I don't know any of these other games. I heard some okay things about Neva, and I've seen UFO 50. That one was kind of interesting, but literally, like, they could have had so many better picks on here, in my opinion, for whatever god-forsaken description this is. Game made outside the traditional publisher system. Bro, games do that literally all the time. Otherwise, every game would be the same. Whatever. It's too early to be getting mad. We have so many worse categories. Best community support. Well, we sure as hell ain't going to Helldivers 2. It being on this list is a complete joke. Because from what I've heard from everybody, it's just, the game has gone to shit since it was released, okay? I know No Man's Sky has been working on their game pretty well, so it's probably going to either go to this or Fortnite. Best ongoing. Dude, oh man, I got things to say. Best ongoing? You're joking with me. This game fucking sucked. Alright, I'm sorry if you're a Diablo fan, because I'm a Diablo fan, bro. I like Diablo 2 and I like Diablo 3, but Diablo 4, bro, this game, it sucks. Okay, it sucks. So I don't think it's gonna win this for sure. And bro, when I saw this, I actually couldn't believe it. Destiny 2? Bro, this game is deader than your granddad's dick, okay? This game has been flaccid for so many years. I know there's still some people who are crazy enough to play Destiny 2, and unless they release some sort of godly update that I'm unsure of, I don't know why the hell it's even on this list. Helldivers, once again, it's definitely not going to this one. A joke putting it on here, probably gonna go to Fortnite, or maybe Final Fantasy, but I heard the most recent expansion sucked, so it's just a Fortnite sweep at this point for this category. Games for Impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. I don't really know what they mean by pro-social. Haven't heard of it. Heard some things about it. Probably sucks. I don't even have to play it to know it sucks. Heard decent things about it. Know about this game. I probably know the most about this game than any of the others. Have no idea what it is. Now, Indica is a game where you're playing as like a nun, and I don't know the full lore. I don't know if she's like possessed or whatever, but the entire game, the devil is speaking in your ear. Like, he's basically encouraging you to do bad things, and he's just fucking with you the whole game, right? So where's the pro-social meaning or message in that? Like, maybe I'm just ignorant, maybe I'm not seeing the deeper meaning or something. I'm no Quentin Tarantino, but dude, like, I don't understand. I don't understand these categories. They suck. Innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help the games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. So basically, we're focusing on adding features, technology, and content to make it enjoyed by an even wider audience, right? Black Ops 6. What was the feature, technology, and content that they added? The fact that you could dive left, right, and backwards? Was that really worthy of a nominee in innovation and accessibility? Whatever. What did Diablo add? What are the features, technology, and content that Diablo 4 brought to the table? Because the only content it added was cancer. Dragon Age, don't know. I'm not going to speak on it. Prince of Persia, sure. I'll leave it up here because I heard it was cool. Star Wars Outlaw, once again, dude, I don't understand why it's even on any list, to be honest. Best performance, bro, I pray, and I pray that Luke Robert gets it. Brianna White or Brianna, I'm okay with her getting it as well. Bro, Star Wars Outlaw, Life is Strange, and Hellblade 2. I'm sorry, just get the fuck out of here. It's between Luke Roberts and her. I hope that he gets it, dude. I will be so sad if he doesn't, because Silent Hill 2 deserves some sort of fucking gratification at this award show, considering all the games nominated fucking suck. Best audio design. Well, there's Astrobot again. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. What amazing audio and sound design does that game have? Like, I'm sorry, dude. You're just hearing gunfire and explosions the whole time, but whatever. Maybe the explosions sound really good. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'll give it up. Still don't know much about this game. Silent Hill 2, listen, maybe I'm just a glazer, but I fucking love the original Silent Hill 2. I love the remake. The sound design in this game was fucking amazing. If they give this shit to something like Astrobot, I am going to lose my fucking mind. Best score and music. If Silent Hill 2 doesn't get it, I'm castrating myself. What? I know that some of these games had some pretty good music. I know Stellar Blade had some good music. I know Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has good music. Fucking Astrobot here again. But dude, the original Silent Hill 2 soundtrack was so memorable and beautiful, and the fucking diversity with how some songs are like fucking punk metal, some are just so ominous, giving you anxiety, and some making you feel like safe and secure in certain parts of the game, like Heaven's Night or the bowling alley. And that's just the original game. The remake, they took the original soundtrack and they made spins on it to make it more modernized and almost even better with some of the songs by Akira Yamaoka. The music in this game is fucking amazing, and if this doesn't win and they give it to something like Astrobot, dude, like I said, I'm gonna do something I'm gonna regret. Best art direction. Now, this is a category that I'm okay seeing Elden Ring on, right? Because it's possible for a DLC to win an achievement in artistic design. That makes sense to me. I don't, however, understand why this is nominated for Best RPG. It's not a role-playing game. It's a DLC expansion onto an already completed game. Astrobot again, Black Myth Wukong, whatever, that's fine. Metaphor, I'm sorry, dude, like, it just looks like your everyday fucking anime RPG, whatever. That's just my personal take. Neva, you know, it's whatever. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Once again, dude, Silent Hill 2, in my opinion, should win this category. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I am just okay with. It would make all the more sense to me. I don't know much about Like a Dragon or this game, so I'm not going to speak on it. But this being on here, I don't really know, dude. Like, I've tried watching people play this game and getting into the story, and it's not all that intriguing to me, but whatever, you know, to each their own. Best game direction. Now, what fucks with me here is why does this category have 6 different picks when the majority of all the other categories only get 5? Like, interesting. Outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. So we got Astrobot, once again. We got fucking mobile game, card game. Black Myth Wukong. Elden Ring, DLC, once again, for best game direction, huh? Did they make it 6 slots so that they could squeeze this one in again? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Metaphor, whatever. I don't really care about any of these games. Just give it to Final Fantasy. If you give it to fucking DLC, I need to calm down, bro. And here we are at the finish line for the most dog shit Game of the Year nominees I have ever seen in my entire life. So we got Astrobot, whatever. You want to put it on every category, you want to slap it on Game of the Year, whatever. But Balatro, a mobile card game, and a fucking DLC is insane to me. This is Game of the Year. People work for years making games just to even get nominated for this category, dude. For outstanding achievement in just all the like entire game design, for things that people like put their blood, sweat, and tears working on. Like, so many funds go into these games that are passion projects for people, and you give it to a card game and a fucking DLC, dude? Like, you're trolling me right now. And Metaphor being up there, bruh? Like, I'm sorry, I know a lot of people like this, but Game of the Year? Bruh. Do they even know the games that came out this year? Like, I had a feeling Black Myth Wukong was gonna be on here, and obviously Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But these other 4, bruh? Like, who are the people that are nominating these games? I want to know. I want to find where you live. Like, I can only understand this boomer mindset where they're like, Silent Hill 2? Yeah, I don't know, dude. A little depressing and, too much blood and gore, a little too spooky for the kids these days. It's not really my cup of tea, but this mobile card game, it's really got something going on. We should nominate this here. They've really done a lot of work with this one. Oh, and that DLC that came out, shit. Packs a fat lip. Throw that Elden Ring DLC up there. I heard it was alright. But sir, it's Game of the Year. Shouldn't we make like a separate category for DLC of the Year? There's plenty of games that come out. Shut the hell up, bitch. I said throw it on Game of the Year. What is this DLC of the Year nonsense? You're speaking Chinese to me, son. Put that damn Elden Ring up there. But sir, Elden Ring, the actual game, it didn't come out this year. Son, did you hear me? Throw that goddamn game on there. It's just as good as the others. Like, bruh, it's stupid to me. A fucking DLC, a card game, a game that I feel like they just fit in to every category for whatever reason. Dude, like the original Astro's Playroom was cool, but dude, it's literally just the same thing, except like longer and maybe different features, right? It's just a more complete version of Astro's Playroom that came out with the PS5. I don't think it deserves Game of the Year nomination, nor does Balatro, nor does a DLC, nor does Metaphor. Where's Silent Hill 2? I can even see Stellar Blade going up here. Warhammer. A lot of people like that game. I wouldn't be too surprised if that one was up here. It probably wouldn't win, but I could at least see it get a nomination over a card game and a DLC, or even the Like a Dragon game. Alright, I could see it going up there. I just thought of 4 off the top of my head here that would make such better picks than this, and this. I pray that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth wins Game of the Year 2024, because if a fucking DLC wins over a full-length feature game when it's just an addition to an already finished product, then I don't know what else to tell you. At that point, gaming is just dead. It's a joke that Silent Hill 2 is not on this list, and I am losing hope in Jeff Keighley for, even allowing this to take place. But for the morons who are voting in these games and would vote for something like Balatro or a DLC, because there are plenty of people on Twitter and on other social media that I've seen that are just like, oh yeah, stay mad. That Elden Ring is on there. The DLC is longer than most of the games that you play. Well, then it'd be a great nomination for a DLC of the year, because frankly, Game of the Year 2024 and honestly all the other nominations, save for a few on this list, are a complete joke, and the gaming community is dead. And if you're voting this year, don't fucking vote for Balatro or a DLC. All right, if you want to vote for Balatro, whatever, fine, go ahead, be a moron, but have some sense and don't fucking vote for a DLC. All right, man, that's all I got to say. Peace, y'all.